Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to this exciting time of revealment. The miracle of having eyes to see and ears to listen has not been quite enough. You have got to have had the willingness to see and hear past what has been programmed and to join us now on this glorious, elevated platform of living. And there's a little fly. Now, I hope you keep your distance. It's just the most glorious day today. The blue sky is swept with white clouds, and everything is just very pristine and beautiful. So here we are. And from here, we can see that all the play world truly is a stage where the actors don costumes according to the latest belief they are selling big time. Our lofty position up here is not enough. We have only just begun. That's a favorite tune of ours. To recognize the wondrous areas of impossibilities that we are entering into and new fields of adventure into the worlds of magic and miracles, open for us to experience our own expansion, our own heightened awareness, and the thrill of a vibrational lift that continually reveals our deepest knowings. Yes, we've been holding them. You have them inside of you right now, even though they've never been validated before, perhaps up until this moment when we greet each other. Together, we can explore the magic of this connection we have as family and keep discovering who we really are, what we are capable of, and what have we been missing. Simeon told us in his last broadcast, he said, I have it right here. I'm going to read it to you because I don't want to make a mistake. Here it is. To know beyond a doubt that you have capabilities that you haven't looked at yet can only increase the need to inquire further into yourself. And that is done by interacting with your galactic family, where that family can see you better than you can see them, just like on Earth. Everybody around you knows more about you than you know about yourself. They say, see you in a different light. And everyone sees the light you're transmitting rather than the light you imagine. David has called the Advancement Center the beacon on the hill. The light beams constantly, and every once in a while, contact is made. And it is my supreme joy to be the voice of welcome. And that opens the door to the hidden mansions this seeming visitor is carrying. Now, this just happened the other day. This new, beautiful light has become a part of our family. So, welcome. What is family? The dictionary says, all descendants of a common ancestor. So I'm enjoying this new view, and that would be our Creator, right? Ever since Friday on David's broadcast, the phrase looked after has been a constant melody that soothes the brow and warmed my heart. I feel strongly that our newest family member missed it on Friday and must hear it now. Let's see. One moment. Looked after. Looked after. Looked after. You have always been looked after. From the day of your conception until the day that you decide to change your form. From the day of your birth into this physical reality to where you are at this exact moment. And from all the moments that you would call joy to all the moments that you would call pain, you are looked after. For as it is written, and he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat, neither for your body, what you shall put on. This life is more than meat, and the body is more than clothes. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and God feeds them. How much more are you better than the fowls? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil not, and they spin not. And yet I say unto you, that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then God so clothed the grass, which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you? And seek not what you shall eat, or what you shall drink. Neither be you of doubtful mind, for all these things do the nations of the world seek after. And your Father knows that you have need of these things, but rather seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Know then that you have looked after every living thing and every morsel that is imbued with consciousness and the breath of life. And it is in this moment of quiet stillness that you remember who you are and the greatest gift that you bring. It is the gift that is the foundation for the delivery of your magic. You've come here to look after life. Everything else derives itself from this one truth. In its simplicity is the clarity that can set each person free. It has never been about you, and it never will. You will see that this looking after will take on many different forms, and it will certainly include looking after yourself. But even when you are looking after yourself, you will most certainly be looking after the other. For it is through your well-being that a wellspring of life flows out to all life. Feel yourself now looking after the entire planet and all its inhabitants, then all planets and the galactics that they exist in. You are the sun, a shining star that delivers unconditional love to all life. There is simply no other truth beyond these 8 simple words. You have come to look after all life. I love it more now than when I first heard it. I hope you do too. What an amazing time for us to be together. For us to have a place that we can transmit all that we are. Most of all, the light we bear, the gifts that we have stored away, waiting to share it with the right ones. And that's right here. Each one of us has a unique vibration. And that's not to say that it's static or it will stay there more than a moment or a week or a year. But that vibration that you're feeling at this very moment is what you are transmitting. And I feel like I'm receiving all of those transmissions at this moment. And you're all amazing. And they can change from moment to moment. Yeah. You have a signature, and above that signature is your divinity. And it sets your mastery of a pattern that you've chosen to be. You may not be aware of it, but you've chosen. There is a pattern of vibration. Yeah. It can be anything. It can be an athlete, a dancer, or a special personality. We've chosen that. If you've ever been in a play at school or professionally, you wear a costume. I feel all of you going back into that experience. You have a costume, and you are given a role. and you become that role. So if you can become any role, you can choose what you want. You can choose to be an exquisite dancer. You can choose. We don't realize that we have the ability to be anything we want. And if we've enjoyed being that individual with all those powers while we were on stage and we had all that ability, that was you letting your ability and your power and your excitement to be displayed. So when you go back to the dressing room and you take off your costume, you don't give that away. You've just had a peek into your potential and more. So then you get to the place where you can put on, you don't have to be in a you don't have to be in a play or a stage. You could try on different coats. Isn't that what we tell kids to do? What do you want to be when you grow up? What they don't know. They should just say, I want to be happy. But we have that ability to cloak ourselves and to put on the coat of whatever we are attracted to. This is a time of discovery, of discovering the fields around us, discovering the field that you never even knew was there, discovering how our fields interact. And when they interact, magic happens and possibilities open up and new endeavors take place. And what we never thought was possible becomes simple. We are the most exciting ones, and we are constantly in discovery mode of realizing how much more we have to offer. And have accepted. And that's what this Advancement Center is all about. To be here, to be family together, to discover each other's strengths, to support when perhaps someone thinks, I don't think that's going to work. Yeah. In other words, you can choose your vibration. If you want the vibration of happy, why not? We decide whether we know it or not. We are deciding how we are being. We have that power. And the more we exercise that decision making for the benefit of everyone, You have humanity waking up to their ability. Recognition is so sweet and is so wonderful. And it takes a light to recognize a light. So try on all the coats. Some will be more suitable. Some might be outlandish, but it's kind of fun to try it. But then you'll find the one that's just right. So I welcome you to keep trying on those wonderful feelings and transmitting all the joy and the happiness and the light that's burning inside of you. And be sure and welcome every new person that knocks tentatively at your door. Throw open that door and welcome. You don't know who is coming and what they're bringing. It may be the gift you've looked for your entire life. It's a joy to be able to sit here in this chair and speak to you and tell you what's in my heart and hopefully touch yours. So thank you for coming today for this brief encounter. And have a wonderful day. And more than that, have a perfect life, perfect health, and a truly magical future. Thank you.